Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm gonna jump right into today's video. I was requested to do a video about how I do what I call like my perimeter retie. So it has been about 6 weeks since I've last had a retie, and as you can see, we looking a little overgrown. It doesn't look as bad right now because I have just retouched my color. Lots of videos on me retouching my color. I still have another week or so before my retie. I usually would go about 6 weeks, but now when I do this process, I pretty much use the Locsanity tool. I think I've mentioned it before, but Locsanity, they also make some lock mist as well. So lots of things you can get from this brand. The tool is just a metal tool, but yeah, it just has a wide loop on it. It's kind of pointy, but not too pointy. You do get 2 in the package. I have a variety of scrunchies here and a collection of little clips. So the most important thing I'm probably going to be using is water. This is just water. But first I'm going to section off my hair. For me, I'm probably just gonna do the first 2 rows here, and then I'm gonna do maybe a row or 2 on each side of my middle part. I probably do a row in the back as well, but that's pretty much all I'm gonna do. I just need something to make me look, we just trying to make it, okay? So again, my rows aren't all the way even, which is okay with me. I might start from the bottom up, I don't know, but I'm just going to use a clip to just separate these hairs out as well. So 1 section down, now to work on the other side. I think I'm probably gonna start on this side because y'all can see it, so I'll record that half for y'all, and then we'll turn around and do the back. So this is what it's looking like. A lot of new growth. I can pinch it between my thumb and index finger. The first thing I'll do is I'll spray a little water, not too much, just trying to really see. It also may be good to just have a little comb with you as well. So sometimes I'll just kind of like comb the hairs backwards or forwards or something. Try to distinguish what belongs with what. I like to do here is figure out where either I last went through the hair or my loctician, and it's usually the same process, whichever one of us has done this part. So basically your hair will create like a little Y, right? It will be like a hole. So you should be able to tell which way the hole is going. I feel like the hole is going like through here. So like I can kind of stick my finger through that. With that being said, what I don't want to do is go through here. What I want to do is I want to go up. So I do a 4-point rotation. I think my loctician does a 4-point rotation out in the back. When I redo it, I sometimes do a 2. But anyway, so I try to get as much of the hairs out of the way. If it's not perfect at this point, I don't really care too much. But what I'll do is I'll go through the top, okay? And I always pull the tool right up to the end, well, to the very, I guess, start of my new growth, or yeah. And then I'll pull it up. Okay, so now we've just gone up. So now I'm going to go to the side. So basically, I do have a little card. I can put a picture on screen. It's like up, then probably to the left. And then after the left, I'm gonna go down, and then I'm gonna go towards the right. So I hope that makes sense. So I just went up. So now I'm planning to go to the side or towards the left, okay? So here's me sticking in my little needle. Again, I am back at the very base of my new growth, trying to make sure it touches what has previously been interlocked. Then I pull it through. First time I went up, so this time I'm gonna go down. Base of the, and now since last time I went to the left, I'm going to go towards the right. Again, base of the new growth. So at this point, I've already done a full rotation. So now I've gone to the right. I'm back to going up. So I'm gonna go up to the base of the new growth. I'm gonna go towards the left. Also check for any other hairs that may try to get in your way, because those are a pain. So make sure that you're not including any other hairs from another lock. So just check yourself. Base, going towards the left. Okay, now I'm gonna go from the top. Okay. Okay, and I'm gonna go towards the right. Make sure nobody else is up in there. Okay, so now that was one done. One lock has been done now, and yeah. So that was a total of like 8 rotations that I just did. So I was able to do 2 whole rotations. So yep, and like I said, I do a 4-point. Same process. Spray a little water. Now with my edges, it's usually like a good bit of edges always escape. Okay, like I have probably like 1 inch of edges right here that come out of the lock every time I do this retie process. I like to try to either spin it around the lock, like I'll try to, well, first establish which way that you're going to be going. So this one feels like it's going to the side as well. So I'm going to start from the bottom up. Good thing to kind of keep a comb nearby. And also, if you come into some contact with some locks that are just too married to try to break apart, it could damage the lock, use some scissors. Ain't nobody got time. If it's like 3 strands of hair, cut them hairs. You can't work it out with your fingers, cut them hairs. Instead, I'm going to try to gather as much of this hair on the edges as possible. This is just how I do it. I haven't noticed any bad effects from me doing this like this. I think my lock, depending on if it was like a lot of hair outside of the lock, I would kind of like braid it down my twist. So let me give y'all an example. Like if it was some really long hairs, I would have like split this into 2 and like started braiding it down my lock. Okay, like I've seen my loctician do that as well. But anyway, sometimes I still do like to twist it, and then I go up, boom boom boom, to the left. Again, try to pull the tool up, like pull the tool as far away from your roots as you can, and then go down. Yeah, I think that one I can only do 3, but yeah, I don't really like to force it. So those 2 are done. Those 2 are done. I wasn't able to complete the whole rotation on that one. So as you can see, I am capable of doing a whole retie, but girl, who got time for that? Not me, not me. Lots of new growth here. I can clearly see the Y on this one is going horizontally as well. So yeah. Hope I'm in focus. One closest to my edges. Okay, so you can see we got a lot of edge. I always say I have like a boy hairline. It goes straight, it go out right here, go in a little bit. Yeah, I go boy haircut. I could probably pull off a nice fade. Okay, so this one ended on a down. My loctician did mention to me that she always likes to end on a down, but I mean, it honestly depends on how many, you know, how much your hair is grown, but ideally she likes to end on a down, which I agree with, because you know then your lock is nice and, you know, downward. Though literally braid and wrap until you literally can't anymore. Now this one, I feel like y'all trying to stay where you are. Okay, I think I'm gonna start with the left. Okay, I think I'm gonna do a down. So we did left, down. I'm gonna do right. Ow. Okay, so there is, okay. Sometimes you have to like go like that to get whatever hair ain't acting right. And then from this one, we're gonna do a right. And then, so we already did it down, so I guess we can do it up. Let's see. Okay, so that one's really, really tight. So I probably didn't need to do this one. Didn't need to do a 4, but yeah, that's why I like doing the up. Doing the up as your last one. You can see this one now is floating, but it's okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and twist y'all up together. Twist these 4. I think y'all kind of get what I'm doing now, so I'm just gonna work. So I'm going to go ahead and finish most of this, and I'm gonna come back to you all when I'm at this point right here, and then we'll see you at the back. So we have just done the 2 rows here. Now some of them, you know, it was about 3 depending on where the hair was. If I felt it necessary to do it, I went ahead and retied it. So also one thing I did want to mention is when I do work like in this area, I start to kind of line up the hair with the rest of the hair. So I definitely want to make sure that the 2 rows that I'm redoing match the other ones as well. So as I did some of these, I kind of adjusted the position of my hair, of the hair in the back, just so I could make sure that I was hitting the row that it was supposed to go to. Now if you don't have rows in your hair or don't care, this is not something that you need to do, but that's just something I do because, you know, if I want a side part, I want my part to go back pretty far. I think I'm gonna go back to right here. So now I'm just going to continue on, and you guys just saw how I did the very front of my head. So similar process. I really don't think y'all need to see. I have just completed this middle portion. So I ended up doing 4 rows and got that all nice and tight to give me a flat looking base. You can see my edges are forehead looking extra big, okay? And the next thing that I would like to do is at least a row in the back. So in general, you know, I would like to do this row. I would like to do that row, but it's 2 o'clock and I'm tired right now. So I'm gonna save that for a little later. I wanted this to take 2 hours, but it's not taking me 2 hours, and that's why I have a loctician, because this is not for me. My hair doing days are over. I got somebody for that. A little different look, you know. Have glasses on this time. I have most of the hair up. Yeah, so usually even after just me doing a little perimeter retie, like it still be a little sensitive. I know you definitely should avoid like putting your hair, a lot of stress on your hair when it's freshly done, but it's hot, girl. Had to do something. Could not walk outside with my hair down like that. I have a few selections out here. I'm probably just gonna show y'all 2. and keep it moving, but I just wanted to show you all how I also did the back. So nothing in this situation is gonna change, but in the back I pretty much do like a 2-point rotation. So this is me like feeling through the hair, and I feel like it's this ended on like a down or something. That's just what the hair feels like it's giving. This is one of the ones that me and my loctician decided to create. I just try to grip. Well, I didn't expect to get a call, but I am honestly doing the same process that I have been showing you all. But in the back, I am a little bit more like mirror free. Like it's just, it is what it is. So sometimes in the back, I'll end up doing a 2-point rotation. But if I can, I'll continue to do a 4. But just to make it easier for me, because I can't really see, a 2-point rotation is easier for this section for me. But I'm not sure. Maybe sometimes I do a 4. It just depends. Down on this one, see, I was talking on the phone, kind of like not really paying attention. So, and I should have done a down on this one as well instead of a up, but it is what it is. And same thing with this one. You just find where the start of the lock, where the previous lock has been gone through, and then continue to go around your rotations. I do try to grip the hair. That does make it a lot better, because you can see the nape of my neck. My kitchen be kitchening, and it's just, it be doing a whole lot. So I be trying to grab all those hairs up there and make them, you know, a part of the lock. Because for me personally, I honestly used to shave this hair off, and that's how I ended up with these 3 new locks last year, because I stopped shaving those hairs because I was like, this is long enough to braid. I literally used to shave that off my neck, but I do the best I can here trying to get all those hairs. But honestly, I be tempted every time to continue my little shave process. You know, I have electric razor for this. I used to very quickly. But I digress. So honestly, I wouldn't have said anything different to you that I've already shared so far. But I do just want to show you guys some instances of when the lock kind of got stuck, or when they kind of got married together by my own issue. So I'm going to show you that. So this one right here was a little easy. It was just a quick little boom pop with the finger. Now if it was harder, definitely use the scissors, what I was talking about earlier. So now here you can see I did kind of get a little mixed up and wonky. The hairs definitely were like, you know, in each other's spaces. So definitely take your time with this process. That's why I just like took the lock off to separate it. And then now I'm not seeing anything. I'm literally only feeling. So do what you have to do to separate your locks. And if it seems too difficult, just use scissors or have someone to help you. But I did quite a bit in the back. I'm actually proud of myself, guys. I almost forgot, I did attempt my own retie. The whole thing back in April did not work. Gave up. Cannot do it. But you can connect the TV to the camera and see the back of your head. So now that this perimeter refresh is all done, I'm just going to moisturize pretty much all of my hair, the length of my locks. And I'm just kind of getting the crinkle out of my hair from the ponytail it was in earlier, and just smoothing that water through my hair. I'm also taking some oil on the parts of my hair that I did retie. I also noticed that my scalp was pretty dry. I didn't realize my scalp was a little flaky-ish. I have not been moisturizing my hair or my scalp, so I was really interesting that when I was scratching my hair with the comb, I was getting little flakes a little bit, and I was like, I didn't know my hair was dry. But it's not bad. But yeah, I'm just putting some oil on here for sure after noticing that. I have been neglecting that part of my hair because my hair gets so, you know, much oily buildup. I don't like that, so I try to avoid using it, but my hair apparently was craving this. So I'm giving it some oil. And yeah, that's it. This is the oil I was using. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down below, and I will see you all in my next video. Later.